All right, welcome back, everybody. Santa Chaos from Captain Hobbes and the Astrocats. I know it's been a couple of days, but as you guys know, I've been hard at work and busy trying to get all this stuff done. It's mostly trying to learn these tools more efficiently, so that way I can finally literally bring the show to life from what I learned from my other mini projects. So let's go ahead. Before we get into anything else, let's go through the process. So as you guys know, we do have our own webpage. It might get updated soon, so if you see a couple changes happening on the webpage, that's me in the background just pretty much updating the content. But we have the webpage, we also have the YouTube, we have the Threads, Instagram, Facebook, and we also have Blue Sky. We're currently not on Twitter/X, and we're also not on TikTok. I want those platforms to stabilize a little bit before I migrate the content over there. But for right now, this is all my bandwidth allows me to do. So please, I apologize if I'm not on either one of those platforms. It's a lot doing all this by myself. But anyway, let's go ahead and do a quick recap. All right, so as you guys been following my production notes, the first time I did this, I started with Gemini. That was not very fruitful because unfortunately it's just text to video. There's no way for me to keep the character consistency provided it. So from there, I went to Gemini Flow. And I started with version 2, which was okay, which allowed me to do frame to frame. However, the frame to frame was having some issues because I couldn't get any audio to it. So I had to graduate from frame to prompt on VO3, which allowed me to create the clips that I was able to use, like technically get this little final version. However, the problem that I ran into is that I was not able to control the voice. So let me show you that last version from last time.
How did this one even get hired in the first place? Are we really down to the bottom of the barrel? Failing physical, mental, and combat skills? I mean, even the test rock passes the combat skill. Look at it!
So the voice is okay, however, it's a little young. And Go is supposed to be, she is a captain of a ship, which means she is easily in her late 20s, probably mid 30s. So I wanted her voice to have a little bit more weight. So one of the things that I wanted to do is check out this software. It's called 11 Labs. And when I was trying to go over here, what I really wanted to do is go ahead and find a way to upload that file into the platform, modify it to a pitch that I like, because I cannot control what Flow does at this time. It's very difficult to I mean, as you guys saw, I was adding tails and purrs and all kinds of stuff. So I was having a hard time controlling that aspect of it. But this way I can grab the animation, the audio file, export it as a single audio file by itself, which is pretty much what I ended up doing over here. So there it is. It's just the basic audio file. Upload it into 11 Labs, find an audio that I like or a voice that I thought was very close, excuse me, well, a little closer to what I was making, and then recompose it again. So that's pretty much what I ended up doing. So I brought it in here. Let me go to my history right here. Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong one. Okay, so what I ended up doing is, in this case, technically, I was doing a form of voice cloning, even though it's not my voice, because that's the one thing my mind is going, okay, voice cloning, that means I have to give it my voice, but the actuality is I don't. As long as I have a recording of a voice, even if it's not mine or it's generated by a machine, I can upload that and then modify it from there to the tone that I want. And that's pretty much what I did right here. So right here is a couple different versions. So I started with a character called Lily. I didn't like Lily, so I switched to Sarah. And again, right now I'm on the free version because what I'm trying to do right now doesn't require me to do payment. Again, I'm trying to do this as shoestring as possible. I have zero budget, and then the little bit that I am using is out of my own pocket. So keep that in mind. So right now, you know, I went ahead and let me go. Can I pull this back up? Okay, there is let me see if I can play it for you.
How did this one even get hired in the first place? Are we really gone to the bottom of the barrel? Failing physical, mental, and combat skills? I mean, even the test rock passes the combat skill. Look at it.
Okay, so that was close to the final version. So when I first started with Lily. Let me play that for you. So I went from that high-pitched girly voice to this.
How did this one even get hired in the first place? Are we really down to the bottom of the barrel? Failing physical, mental, and combat skills? I mean, even the test rock passes the combat skill. Look at it.
So at that point, that voice was okay, but it was still a little too high pitched for my flavor. So that's when I went ahead and I picked. I found Sarah.
How did this one even get hired in the first place? Are we really down to the bottom of the barrel? Failing physical, mental, and combat skills? I mean, even the test rock passes the combat skill. Look at it.
So as you can see, as I continue to go through, the voice now has a little more weight compared to the original. So if here's the original, so I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna push this over to the side. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pull up. Oh no! Sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing. So here is the new composition of this. So this is the new audio right here. This is this audio. I simply did a quick run through, and I went ahead and I grabbed that and I dropped it into this right here, clips. And you can see there's the original composition that I did. And then I grabbed the audio I created in Sono, the music, and I simply dropped to 40%. So here's the newer version of her voice.
How did this one even get hired in the first place? Are we really down to the bottom of the barrel? Failing physical, mental, and combat skills? I mean, even the test rock passes the combat skill. Look at it.
So the only part that I still don't like is that even the test rock passes the combat skill. It's still a little too high pitch for my flavor, but you know what? All in all, this is great because I'm not sure if you guys ever gotten a chance. No offense to voice talent, but when you are doing voice talent with like no pay or pro bono, it's literally like herding cats. Not to mention, there's a possibility that the person will flake and ghost. So this is why I kind of wanted something that had a little bit more control, because this way I'm not at the mercy of the talent, as it's just me at the mercy of the prompt, which I can access 24 hours a day, anytime, not a problem. And I know if some of you guys could be upset at me for saying that, but it's the truth. I've been in the arts for 20 years, and unfortunately, you do encounter some talents that, while they're very talented, they kind of don't tend to be very reliable. And right now, I need something or someone that is reliable, and the AI is reliable. I hate to say it, but it's so true. All right, so I want you to compare it. So listen to the voice from this version to this version.
How did this one even get hired in the first place? How did this one even get hired in the first place?
See the weight difference? You can already hear how much older the character is by at least 10 years. And that's what I really wanted. I wanted to age her. And even then, I think this voice, the current voice that I have right here, is still a little too energetic. Because as I mentioned, I have friends that are like all over the place, including female friends that are service members. And when you listen to them, because of the environments that they operate in, their voice are not usually high pitch or like chipper. They have weight to them. They got authority to them because of the environment that they operate in. So I think her voice could use a little bit more weight to give her that oomph of, like, hey, I'm the authority. Hey, I've seen things. Hey, I've been around. But I also don't want to make her too, make her voice too bass, because then it starts sounding like something completely different, and that's not what I want. I still want her to keep her femininity, but have strengths to the character as she's running the ship. And let me tell you, there is truth that they say that, practically being a manager is just adult babysitting. It's pretty much what it is. But that's pretty much what I got for today, guys. I think this is a really good step in the right direction. So now that I got this 20-second short done, what I really want to do is go back to, we did some audio clips a couple years ago. This is back when there was 3 of us. And what I would like to do is revisit those, because those are a little bit longer. Okay, so I want to see if I can go back, animate those using this production flow that I just did with this little short. So again, the goal is to get the pilot done. So right now I have a very basic, 20-second skit The next thing that I want to do is do a 2 to 3 minute, which we already have the dialogue and everything that we need from it. Now I just have to remake it with actual full animation. So that's going to be my next goal, to go ahead and get those shorts done. So this makes me very happy. Like I said, I hope to have at least 1 or 2 of those done by the end of the year. So this is moving in the right direction. And like I said, it's a team of right now of 2. It's mostly right now, mostly me, because Lord Byron, he is doing some career changing stuff at this moment. So he is in the background pending, but he's also being kept in the loop, and he's also still providing me feedback as I make these changes. So he's not completely out. He's just busy working. It's life, it's, we're both adults and we got other responsibilities. So, and since he's doing some career changes, I understand, but he is still giving me feedback on the background. He's still giving me pointers, and I'm really happy to have him, because sometimes when you're doing these projects on your own, you don't see the faults and issues. So yeah, so I'm excited of this progress, and again, I'm looking forward to starting the next clip. So hopefully the next one will be around 2 minutes, so that's going to take me a little bit longer. But what I'm probably going to do with that is that I'm going to do most of the production notes. I'm going to put that on my Patreon. So that way, again, guys, I don't have a job right now. So I'm trying just to kind of figure something out, because the job market right now is just god awful, and I'm over 500 applications, and it's process. So pretty much I'm gonna start putting that process on Patreon, and then if you guys want to support it, great. But then I'm gonna do little shorts where we just talk about the end product, what we did and stuff like that. So this is where I'm gonna start balancing that Patreon content with the YouTube content. And like I said, I love to hear your feedback and all that stuff. Like I said, I'm welcome to all of that. So yeah, so please add comments and all that stuff. If you see tools are a little better, by all means, please, go ahead and provide that. I do read the comments, believe it or not, and I do respond to them. But anyway, guys, that's all I got for today. As usual, thank you for being patient with me. Please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Cheers.